students, now we are going to start with the fourth chapter, that is special construction material. So in previous lectures we've gone through natural artificial construction materials. Now we are going to take a overview on special construction materials. So let me discuss. So here it is the introduction. These materials are used in specific situations, are called as special construction materials. These are used as a waterproofing material, termite proofing, sound insulation, thermal insulation. That products are called as a special construction material. As early we know that for the waterproofing we are using some reagents like Dr. Fixit. So these reagents or the chemicals are specially treated or specifically prepared for specific conditions. That's why it is called as a special construction materials. These are man-made or we can say artificial materials, are composite material mixed or manufactured by using different chemicals. That's why it is called as a special construction materials. So let me discuss what are the different types of special construction material. There are two types. First involve natural materials like a bitumen, jute, fibers, brickbats, sand, aluminium. So while doing some special work like waterproofing, we are using a brickbat. So that is a natural material. Then a jute or the bitumen, these are the natural material we are using for the plastering purposes, for waterproofing. Then sand, aluminium. So these are the materials which are naturally available, and that's why it is called as a natural material. But they are used along with the different chemicals or the materials, and that's why it is called as a special construction material. Then second type, that is artificial material like a plastic, rubber, glass, chemicals, and the combination of asbestos and the cement. So as we know, the plastic, it is an artificial material. Okay, they are combinedly used for road construction, in bitumen also, in asphalt, in tar we are using the plastic. Then rubbers, glass, these are also the material which are used for the different construction works. That's why it is called as artificial construction materials. Then the material for the waterproofing. So this is the first part in which we are using the artificial, the special construction materials. In building construction, mortar, bricks, stones, concrete are used as a construction material. These material have the tendency to get deteriorated due to the passage of time. So there may be a weathering effect, temperature effect, wind effect, or any other uh, reasons are there for the deterioration or restoration or the cracks in a different materials like concrete. So that's why we are using some special materials in order to get avoid this deterioration or the cracks in different components of the building. So due to the cracks and the pores formed in this material used for the wall, plaster, slab, beams, columns, etc., or the waterproofing, this leakage of water is stopped by using the waterproofing material, for which we are in previous eras we are using some materials like a bitumen or asphalt or tar sheets to avoid these leakages. But nowadays we are using a modern materials or the modern chemicals like Dr. Fixit reagents or different bitumen sheets or the fiber sheets are available that are used to avoid the leakages. So dam proofing is also a treatment given to the building component during the construction to prevent the entry of the moisture, termites and chemical attacks. For waterproofing and dam proofing, various materials are used, are called as special material. So for waterproofing, the material used is here it is, we can see a thermoplastic sheet is at the top of the uh, different sheets. Then reinforcement fabric, that is also a second one method. Then thermoplastic coat, then active polymer coat. So these are the different uh, sheets, or we can say different materials available for coating to avoid the water leakages. So waterproofing processes, this is the figure showing waterproofing processes. So here it is a application of sheet. Okay, we can observe a thermoplastic sheet is applied over the overall construction area, or we can say a foundation area. So that is the process. Then bitumen and the tars. The waterproofing material based on the bitumens and the tar binders are divided into first emulsions and paste. So as I said, Dr. Fixit reagent or the chemical is a emulsion or the paste, which can be used while doing the waterproofing. So before applying the brick bat, we are applying this emulsion or the paste over the terrace area, and then we have provided the brick bat. So it will give, or it will provide a good binding between the surface area and brick bat. Then second, mastics, rolls and sheet material and sealing material. So all these are the sheets provided over the surfaces to avoid the leakages. These are non-porous and they will not provide the passage for leakages. Then emulsion and the paste, from which first one, that is the emulsion and paste, let me discuss. So bitumen and the tar emulsions are prepared by making a dispersion of bitumen or the tar in a water in which emulsion stabilizer like oleic acid, then acetyl etc are added. So in we also conduct these practicals because this is very general practical in which the bitumen or the tar sheets are heated, and there then they will get into the liquidity form, which can be applied over the roofs or over the terraces. Then they are used for the waterproofing coatings, for making the surfaces hydrophobic, or priming surfaces in preparation of waterproofing. So this is the general method. Then bitumen paste, it is prepared from the bitumen, water and emulsifier. It is used to protect waterproofing coatings to prime surfaces before they are insulated, to prepare the cold mastic or act as a binder. So these are the general methods. Then second, that is a mastic. There are two types, hot and cold. Mastic prefer from the organic binder and fillers like lime, talcum, asbestos and dust. So mastic can be prepared by using the different binders. Here it is a name like lime, talcum, asbestos and the dust. Then hot mastic, they are prepared before use. Example as a bitumen heated at 160 to 180 degrees Celsius, and rubber bitumen 170 to 180 degrees Celsius, and the petroleum asphalt 130 to 150 degrees Celsius. The petroleum asphalt polymer at a 70 degrees Celsius. So before uh, applying, they are preheated or they are melted at a different degree of Celsius, like a bitumen 160 to 180 degrees Celsius, and so on. Then there are four types for the hot mastics. First, bitumen. Second, rubber bitumen. Then tar and petroleum asphalt. So generally we are using the bitumen or the tar in all the cases, like for waterproofing in terrace areas, then foundation areas, then applying over the rooftops, because these are generally available in the markets and easy to apply, and the chemicals which are added, they are also available in the markets, so we can prepare it at a home and we can apply. Then petroleum asphalt waterproofing mastic, it is composed of petroleum asphalt, then petroleum bitumen and the synthetic rubbers. Okay, so it is prepared by using the composed material of petroleum asphalt, petroleum bitumen and the synthetic rubber. Then rubber bitumen mastic consists of rubber bitumen binder and polymer additives, a filler and the Antiseptic. It is used for waterproofing as well as in roofing. Then waterproofing asphaltum mastic. So this is another type. It consists of bitumen and the mineral fillers. Uh, Generally, the cold mastic. They are used without preheating at ambient temperature down to a 50 degrees Celsius, but are generally heated to a 60 degrees Celsius before use at a lower temperature. There are three types: bitumen, rubber bitumen and the petroleum asphalt. So the bitumen cold mastic consists a petroleum bitumen dilute. Example are kerosene, filler. So in generally the kerosene can be utilized to burn the bitumens, and in presence of kerosene it will get burnt and form a liquid form which can be used for the waterproofing and formation of bitumen sheets also. Then rubber bitumen contains a bitumen lumps, filler and rubber glue dissolved in a gasoline. The petroleum asphalt cold mastic. It consists of petroleum asphalt, petroleum bitumen and the diluent. In cold mastic on a bitumen paste, they are used in a plaster and cast a waterproofing, then filling the expansion joint and building roofs. So this is also a great use. Sometimes we are using the bitumen sheets in expansion joints, which reduce shearing or a heavy shear in between the two components of the buildings. So these are the different types of the bitumen, or the we can say waterproofing reagents, and which are prepared at a different temperature and utilized at a different sessions. Then rolls and sheet materials. They are a material prepared by uh, combining, or we can say mixing a special cardboard with a bitumen or tar compounds. They may be coated or non-coated. So there are two types, that is coated or non-coated. First type, that is coated impregnated roll material. They include a tar bitumen materials, tar paper and petroleum asphalt paper. Then tar paper, it is prepared by saturating or impregnating roofing cardboard with the tar products. Then it is used for waterproofing, foundation, roofing, etc. Then asphalt reinforced roofs are prepared by coating the saturated fiberglass cloth on both the sides with a bitumen or waterproofing asphalt. Then non-coated, in which they consist perga- pergamene and the waterproofing tar paper. Pergamene is a waterproofing or the roofing material prepared from roofing cardboard saturated with the petroleum, used as a supporting material for roofing felt and stain proofing. So all these are the types of the material which are used for the waterproofing. Here it is also some of the material used for plastic pipe making, then for paintants waterproof materials. So here it is a example of waterproofing reagent. We can observe easily the brand, that is waterproof. Sorry, waterproof. So these are the some of the examples of waterproofing agents. Then next part, that is chemical as a waterproofer. Some chemicals also used, as I said, the one of the best example or the common example, that is Dr. Fixit. Okay, so chemical as a waterproofer, in which first type, that is pore filling. The alkaline silicates or the zinc sulfate, calcium chloride accelerate setting time in a concrete, making it is more impervious. So some of the pore filling, or which are just like a air entraining agents, the pore filling agents also work, which fill up the gaps between the concrete and accelerate the setting time. Then inactive pore